Bada bing, bada boom. Perfectly on time, like always. That's definitely not a lie, I promise. Alright. God, I'm still sick, but I hope all of you are okay. We're gonna do a good stream today. It's gonna be a shorter one, but Christ. It's gonna be a good one because we're gonna be looking at a few things that I think are essential for the core loop of this game that we're working on right now. Saving Dave is the working title. Hey Jago, how are you, buddy? And on top of that, we're just gonna have a good chat about how good games are actually made in nowadays. So ask away. I think the main thing that we should start with. Let me just double check. Okay, all right. I just need to. There we go. Let's do that. There we go. Perfect. I had not played Monster Train. No, that is true. That is absolutely true. I have not played that yet. But I think no, not but. I think yes, I need to play that. All right. Okay. So yeah. So that's what we're gonna do today. Because I've been busy. I've been doing stuff. I've been making stuff, making things happen. You can already see it in the thumbnail, which is awesome. Because it means I've done work on materials and such. I do notice that I can no longer hear the music, and neither can you guys. So let's find out why that is. Go on. There we go. Perfect. All right. But yeah, no, I haven't played Monster Train yet. No, you're right. That is correct. Ooh. All right, Jagu, legendary. In the meantime, you can judge my. Oh, hold on. Boom. There we go. Hey Napai, I use blueprints. I find that a little easier to do, and it's the thing I've been practicing for the past 7 years now for blueprints. So, but yeah, look at this cool new material that we have here of lava moving. Obviously, it's not amazing, but for a prototype, it functions. It gets the idea across. It has a little red glow to it, which is awesome. So let me just turn this down a little bit like that. There we go. Monster Train. All right, let's give Monster Train a play in that case. Hold on, I just need to go here and open up Steam. Perfect. Also, I now finally have it set up so that I can actually see both the YouTube chat and the Twitch chat at the same time. Yes, Napai, you're totally right. So I've done some small stuff in Unity. Is stuff okay? Oh no. There we go. I don't know why this keeps pausing. Oh, it keeps pausing because my headphones are connected to my phone. Hang on. That's why. My headphones connect to two devices at the same time, and then whichever device connected first takes priority in terms of the audio. So there we go. Last time it'll be interrupted. There we go. Perfect. But yeah, Napai, like you mentioned, you started in Unity, but Blueprints is spicy. I know that Unity has a visual scripting plugin, but I know it's not free, or at least last time I checked, it's not free. So in that regard, Unreal is awesome. Is really, really cool. And it's really extensive in Unreal. Like, you essentially, for indie dev, you technically speaking don't need anything other than blueprints to release your game. You really don't. Alright, Monster Train is now downloading. It'll take a little while, but, well, with a little while I mean 30 seconds. Yeah, there's now YouTube chatters as well, Jagger, yeah. I can see you guys both, but you guys can't see each other here. Hang on, can I fix that? Oh yeah, well, okay, so people on stream, you guys can see the Twitch chat, but I don't think you can see the YouTube chat, so... oh, it's now free? Okay, alright, awesome, then yeah, that is great. But is it as extensive as Unreal's BP system? Also, just to show off the material that I made. I've done some cool stuff, if I may say so. So I've added a little red emissive color, which is cool. And I used panners to basically create this moving effect. And if I just put this on a plane, so the only thing that's missing is a normal map to create a little bit of depth, because right now it's just as flat as a pancake. But if I were to add a normal map into the normal here, and perhaps also move that, because I actually think if I grab this like that, because it's a grayscale image anyway, so I can grab this and put this straight into normal. I think. I want to say this is how it works. I have no idea how to compare. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. No, that looks worse than it was. Okay. Anyway, I was already very happy with the with the result I had created, so let's keep it that way. But yeah, this is the first bit of material work that I've done, which not bad, right? I'm pretty happy with this result. I'm pretty happy with it. It definitely functions for a prototype environment, so that's awesome. All right, let me quickly, for 10 minutes or so, before that I need to, for 10 minutes or so, we'll quickly play Monster Train. Because Jocko, can you remind me why it was that we wanted to do this? There was a reason for it. I know there was. I'm just misremembering at the moment. Actually, I'll leave all of this the same, actually. There we go. Perfect. Yes. Here, Steam. And then all the way down. I still have so many Steam Nexus demos installed. It's insane. Monster Train. Yeah, really. So it's already a 2-year anniversary. Okay. I'm curious, but here we go. But I appreciate the free key there. Thanks, Jaru. It's appreciated. Alright. There we go. Oh, right. Almost on Parts Play Aspire. That was it. Okay, let's see if that holds up. Let's see if that holds up. So I want it to, but will it is the question. Let's have a look-see. So I need this one opened up. Comparing Monster Train with Slay the Spire. Okay, cool. Is it launching? Oh yeah, it is. Okay, cool. It just needed me to click into the window to focus. Welcome to Hell. Your train is carrying precious cargo, the last remaining shredded pyre, needed to relight the fires and depths of Hell. Invaders from Heaven, the Winged, will do anything to prevent you from completing your journey. You must make wise decisions and build up your band of monsters to have any hope of success. Good luck, Hellborn. Even the music feels kind of similar. I like the visuals so far. Heaven's Priests. I don't like this. I don't like this introduction screen. This feels weird. These disciples have dedicated themselves to the source of the heaven and will attempt to restore the life of their companions. Disciple the Inquisitor. Forge Disciple. Restore 5 health to friendly units after combat. Okay. That was a little strange. Oh, it's like 3D. This is your pyre. If it takes too much damage from an enemy attacks, your run is over. Oh, it's almost like reversed. Enemies have boarded your train. Enemies enter at the lowest level, move up 1 level every turn. If they reach the top, they'll attack your pyre. Okay. Some units to defend your train. You can play each unit card once per battle. Once per battle? Okay. Each floor of the train has limited capacity. The amount of space the unit will take up is indicated by the number of pips on its card. Okay. Boom. You're gone. And you're in pain. Oh wow, double attack. Cool. Oh, but they keep coming in a way. Gotcha. It's got 5 damage. Hmm. There we go. Now I understand the end of combat thing. There we go. A brief respite. Oh, wow, an extra guy. Oh, I can't do that. Okay, hang on. And then we'll heal you up. Okay, so what I do like is that the core loop is very easy to learn. But this is because... but it means that the combat will continue in this room until he or he is defeated. Oh, okay. So I got like 6 million regen cards, which is interesting. Oh, like that. There we go. Okay. Interesting. Apply 5 armor, apply 10 rage. Deal damage to the front enemy unit equal to 15 times the number of imp units in your deck. Okay, this is a long-term card. Let's do that. There we go. Now you know the game. That is a good tutorial. That is a good tutorial. You're right. You're right. This is a good tutorial. The only thing that this game does rely on very heavily, which is okay. There's nothing wrong with it. The thing that this game very much relies on is on players that have played Slay the Spire. Which, again, is fine. It's not a problem. But that is something that we rely on here, so... Yeah, multi-strike. Okay, and a Hellhorned unit. Horned Warrior, multi-strike 1. Demon Fiend, whoa. But he's 4 cost, so... Let's do another multi-strike guy. But yeah, it's a good tutorial. It's a good tutorial for sure. Like, 100%. I don't like the intro screen. I don't like that one bit. I don't really care. Alright, it's got 2 spikes. Interesting. The preview number shows the amount of damage each unit will take during the next combat phase. A red X means the unit will be defeated. Okay. He'll be defeated. That's okay. I will already apply the regen there. There we go. Well, okay, this seems really easy. To be entirely fair, let's use some of this stuff here. Look at that guy go. Okay, it's in turn. Anyway. Yes, please. And let's mess you up. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh no. Use the game best speed in the top. Okay, interesting. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, that was interesting. I don't know if I could have done that any better, but I suppose we'll find out. Apply rage to rage 5 to friendly units. That's an imp. We need an imp. What else? Let's try. Alright, let's do one more level. Let's see if there's anything newish or interesting going on here. Hazel's Sword gain an artifact. Gain an awoken unit. Restore 20 health. Let's get an artifact. I like artifacts. Yes, 1 threat, please. Mother Strike 2. Gain 60 max health. Rejuvenate. Gain spikes 3. Sure. No, wait, hang on. No. Concealed caverns. Some things can be found in the frozen health in caverns. Let's get 50 coins. Nah, screw it. I'm alright. Up to you. Alright, Daedalus the Prisoner. So it seems like there's less combat overall, but it's more, like, the combat itself is a little longer, I think. Heavily armored creations project this extra serious quest to save Seraph the Winged. Okay. Okay, interesting. Clear out other enemies on that floor. Right. This bomb has a triggered ability and will explode on its turn, dealing damage. Jadis is with the units with a purple icon, this with their abilities. Triggers at the start of its unit's turn, despawn, and deal 10 damage to your front unit. Right. Right. Like that. And then, okay, that's cool. Now you have those twin plants as your secondary race. Right, gotcha. That makes sense. Oh. But he's not going to do anything here because there's nothing up here, so that should be okay. Let's do that again. We've got 15 spikes. Cool. More spikes, please. Let's restore you a bit more. Nice. Okay. I'll take it. No, I can't do that. Oh, right. Oh, right. It's a separate unit. Okay. Very good. Okay, so it's interesting, it is, but I think they're overcomplicating it too quickly. Like, why start out with 4 floors when you could start out with 2? Right? That's kind of my feeling. But that's just a feeling at the moment. So, final wave. Cool. But there is no final wave. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure at the moment. Okay, alright. Bonk. There we go. Yeah. So this is a good game. Don't get me wrong. This is a good game. Absolutely, 100%. Plus one each turn. Let's do this. This is a good game. Absolutely. It is. I think it's that. I think it's a good game. I think it's somewhat too complex at the beginning. I think they could have stepped it up a little more gradually rather than instantly. But it does do a good job at you know, fitting in with the Slay the Spire crowd. So in that regard, they have done a good job there. So yeah, excellent. Definitely can recommend it. Absolutely. Thanks for the key, Jago. I really appreciate that. So yeah, that is really awesome. They've done a good job in terms of tutorial, that's for sure. I mean, and we keep saying it over and over and over again. Tutorials make a huge difference. Like, and doing them right makes a huge difference. So, by all means, do this right. Follow the Monster Train way. Monster Train did a good job there. It was interactive. There was some text, but that's okay. As long as it's interactive, that's okay. Let me turn the music back on again. There we go. Let's see, what else was I doing? Oh yeah, I need to change the current activity to improving the core loop to be more fun. That fits in, I think. Yeah, that fits easily. Perfect. All right, because I've done a few things. I have updated. Here we go. I'll show you some beautiful things I've done. I've updated the behavior tree, and it has messed with some of the stuff I was trying to do, but this. The rest of it doesn't have comments yet, but that's okay. So now, what happens is we first check if we've hesitated. If we have, then we're gonna go to the destination. If the adventure has died, we're essentially stopping ourselves from going to the destination, right? Which is great, which is exactly what we want. Because it aborts itself back up to the tree, right? It basically goes back up here. If the adventure is waiting for a trap, aka this one, then we cancel again up the tree and we go to the next one, because that's what a selector does, right? From left to right until one of them succeeds. So when this one fails, it goes up and it goes here. Right. Yeah. And when we go down here, we basically say a few things. We say, all right, stop all active movement, because we want the AI to stop moving. And we say, change the animation state. This leads me to the biggest change I've done since last time. I've updated the way that animation states get set. So instead of relying on setting different booleans everywhere and losing track of it, I've made an enumeration that says, all right, we have a state for AI dead, we have a state for AI idle, and we have a state for AI walking. What we do with this inside of our game mode, I've said, okay, whenever we receive a new animation state, say which ones we're receiving, and switch based on the input variable. For AI dead, I want to set the booleans to has died to true and the rest of them to false. And the same goes for the rest of them, but then obviously different ones are set to true and different ones are set to false. This way, I'm always handling animations for the AI in one place. Now this might not necessarily be the best place, I realize that, but for now this works and is a much better system than what we had. So I'm happy to keep this here for now. I could probably put this in the controller as well, but it's fine for now. It's fine. But this is a much nicer way, because now if I have extra animation states to add, then I can just update everything in one place, rather than having to do it everywhere else. So I want to show that off. I thought that was really cool. A much better way to do it. So what does this turn into? Well, this trap now has a few new things. Oh, oops, hang on. So this one has a few new bits of functionality. Mostly, we needed to figure out when the platform was in the right place for the adventurer to cross. So we needed a few things. The first thing we needed was a location in which the adventurer would wait. Right, as soon as they hit this, they need to wait. Then we've added an extra small little collision box here in the middle, that whenever the moving platform hits this, it sets what is it? Alright. It's over here. Yes. So every time that these two things interact, the little collision box and the moving platform, we say, okay, the moving platform is in the correct position. Once he exits again, we say, okay, it's no longer in the right position. Now, if it is in the right position, and we are slowing down the play rate of the movement, then we say, okay, AI can continue the path, right? If this is not the case, then they obviously can't continue. If we then speed it up again or reset it back to 0, and we check if the AI is waiting, we say, okay, the AI must really wait, because we don't want the AI to continue when the platform is not standing still. If the AI stands still for too long, they get killed. Now, obviously, we have to make that visual, but for now, they'll just get killed like that, and then they'll respawn. So that's some of the stuff that we've changed. That's some of the stuff we've done, which really puts us in a much better position. Then additionally, what I've made sure of is that once the AI is on the actual moving platform, that it doesn't move. Just to make sure, just to be a bit more fair, I think. I think that'll work a little better. So, what does this look like in game after all that explanation? Well, we open a door. I've also increased the line trace distance for interacting and for shooting stuff. So I'm just going to stop this. There we go. Dave's going to go for it. Dave is going to wait. Then I'm going to wait for this thing to be in the right place, like there. And then Dave is going to stand on top. If I let go now, there we go. It's just moving in after Dave gets off. And he continues onwards with his cool slow-mo walk. Look at him go. Isn't that amazing? The amount of stuff we've done over the last 3 weeks in the amount of stuff we've done in the last 3 weeks to get to where we are now is insane. It's absolutely insane. If I just look at the task list here, it's incredible. All the stuff we've done, all the things we've learned together. It is amazing. But that brings us to the next challenge, right? We need to make a puzzle layout that is actually challenging for the player. I kind of want to leave this one here for now, because we're going to need VFX for this, and I haven't looked into it yet, so let's not focus on this. But we do need a puzzle layout that makes maximum use of the slowdown and speed up mechanics. We're going to need to create a challenge, basically, and that's what I want to do today, or at least that's what I want to start on today. And the main thing that this will be for is about managing your slowdown and speed up timings, right? That's what this is about. It is those two things, plus managing your position as a player. So what do I mean with that? I mean that if you're busy here to slow down this trap, then you obviously need to move quickly to get down here to get this platform to stop in the right place before the adventurer gets killed. And you need to keep doing that until ultimately the adventurer reaches the door, right? That's the idea. So what I was thinking of doing, and I can actually kind of move this guy this way and this way, and probably like this or something. Like that. Like so. Something like that. Yeah. So what I want to do is, first things first, I want to here go into geometry, grab a box, place it. Then here on the X we can make this 20. And then on the Y I think we can copy whatever this is on the Y, which is oh, this is rotated, which is a 1,000 apparently. No, that doesn't seem right. You know what? Let's find out. On the Y we can probably go 300. Why is this not rebuilding actively? Let's make this 350. Oh, probably because there we go. Let's move this down to 5. I basically want the player to constantly have to move positions in order to help the adventurer out, right? That's kind of the idea. So again, we'll do this as well. And then we'll move this here. And then, actually, let's make this a little higher. That's probably about 250. Like that. 250. There we go. Perfect. Is that perfect? Oh, that just doesn't feel perfect. Hold on, hang on. That's probably because of something here. Yeah. It's fine. It's something I'll deal with for now. That should be absolutely fine. Then we just need to copy it. And then we just need to put it on Y at 20. And this at 500. Almost right. There we go. 600 works. There we go. So now, when we look at this, we can't quite look at it. We're gonna have to like do that, and then we're gonna have to, you know, keep crossing back and forth to take care of some of this stuff, right? That's kind of the idea. Because essentially, what I want to try and do is if we take this guy and we move him to here, right? And the start delay, we can say this one's 0. The next one, like here, like that, is 0.5. And like how much space is between these two? On the X there is, oh no, hang on, let's make this easier. I will make this one minus 1600. There we go. And then the next one, if we just put this up, there we go. The next one would be at a start delay of 1. So what I'd like to see then at that point, you see that? This becomes challenging, right? Because now it becomes a challenge of, okay, I need to hold this one, and then I need to hold that one, and then I need to hold that one. That's kind of the idea. And at that point, you're also, again, like changing up the pattern, which makes a second try even harder. Man, this is gonna get interesting. So let's actually test that. Let's just see what that does. This is the great thing about working on the core loop. You get to test stuff really quickly. All right, Dave, go on. You got this. I've got you, bro. I've got you. There we go. Save that. Okay, cool. All right. Oh, I just couldn't reach that. Oh, I still can't reach that. Hang on. Oh, see? So then he dies after X amount of time. Oh. I've also messed myself up. There we go. Never mind. There we go. All right, Dave. Here we go. Oh, okay, yeah. So you need to be up top. So we need to somehow have a way of not allowing players to get down. But let's try it again. Oh, actually, well, if we want to try it again, then we need to give the player access to the to the moving platform. Which there's a few ways to do that. Easiest way for right now was just to go into these blueprints, go into the player character, and then from there we can take player interaction reach like this, and we can actually say, all right, actually hang on, because this is an inherited variable. Let's change it in the actual master. Let's make it 650. Will this be enough? Let's find out. Yeah, that's enough. Cool. There we go. Alright, come on then, Dave. We're here to have some fun. You can do it. Ooh. Okay. Okay, here we go. Alright, go on, Dave. Ooh. Oh, I almost got that. Oh, I almost got that. Oh. Wait, what happened there? Huh. It's broken for some reason. Oh, now all of it's broken. What? Huh? How the hell did it all break? Dave's like, I don't care about no axe. Alright, here you go, Dave. Ooh. There we go. So obviously this works, but for some reason the traps broke. Which is, interesting. What happens there? And I'm not... Also, I don't know where the print strings are coming from. No idea. I think they must be in the trap or something. Not in the master traps though, are they? Oh, there is. Cool. Remove that. But still, I have no idea why that just broke. It was almost as if in this one, it's almost like this doesn't get called, but I don't know. I know. It's something we'll have to debug later on. Okay. So one of the things I already know I want to change is with the platform trap, I kind of want to be closer to it. I don't like looking that far down and, you know. There we go. Alright, come on, Dave. Oh, for God's sake. Yep, okay. I was too late there myself. There was a functionality thing there. I stopped it before Dave was in the waiting area, and so he never registered that the platform was in the right position. Come on, Dave. Oh, okay. Kind of feel like that shouldn't have counted. Oh, because it shouldn't have. Look at that. The collision boxes are way too far forward. Yeah, they're way too far forward. Which is really not what we want. If anything, we want to place it more back. We kind of even want to just reduce thickness of it. There we go. That's much better. Because else we don't want it to feel unfair, right? That's kind of the idea. Yeah, in terms of width and everything, that makes sense, so that's fine. Okay, let's try again. I still need to fix the door as well, but yeah. Something we'll do soon. There we go. Alright. Come on. There we go. Stepped on it. Oh, okay. That was actually relatively doable. That was actually pretty easy, even. How can we make that more difficult? So, we could limit visibility a little bit, not too much, but a little bit. Like we could, for example, say, alright, let's grab all this geometry. Oh, nope, not what I wanted to do. Let's grab all this geometry. And let's grab all of this. Even more like this. Maybe a little back, like that. And then do that again. Like that. But then we could have a wall in between. Let's not make this overlap. Let's instead just increase the size here to 1,000. Yep, that roughly works. And then we'll add two subtractive boxes. Subtractive, Jesus. And we can just push this in here. And we could first off say that it's actually, in the Z, it's actually 250. That's actually a little too much. Let's do 230. There we go. Yeah, the width of the door we can keep the same. So again, we'll do the same here. And then in terms of planks, because we don't want to take away full visibility, we need to give the player something to work with. Oh, well, actually, if we want to give the player something to work with. Oops. Oh no. Whatever I just did, I want to undo that. Oh, come on. There we go. Just move this. Oh, for God's sake. There we go. If we push this here. Like that. Let's just see how that works. Let's just test it. Simple. Alright, come on, Dave. Oh, wow, okay. This is actually taking shape nicely. Right. Consider yourself saved. Now we can already go over here. Alright, Dave, get on. Oh, we let it go too soon. Oh, we let it go too soon. But look, it's now ruined. And I don't quite know why. I need to fix that. I need to fix that. It's gonna bother me. It's gonna bother me like hell. What's this shit? Okay. Cool. Let's delete this. We don't need this. It's not activated either, but I just don't want to mess with it at all. Let's check. Alright, we actually got a bit more time to stream today, which is cool. If anyone wants to see anything in particular or have any questions, feel free to ask away. That's what I'm here for. Right, perfect. Alright, trap triggered. Trap enabled. Right, but that comes from here, and is only called whenever the adventure hits it. And then when they die, we set the animation state, we stop the active movement, we start the respawn timer. And we add a day of death. And so when we respawn, we set the animation state, we set the value in the blackboard, we set the active location, and then we say adventure has respawned. Oh shit. Which trigger stuff somewhere. Adventurer. There we go. Yeah, at which point we set the trap to re-enable and we say restart the jack swinging motion, which happens in here. Oh, this really shouldn't be called. Oh no, it is. It is called X swinging motion. That's right. Let's have a think. What could be going wrong here? Because what happens, right? I think I know the repro steps here. I think all I need to do is just slow it down and then let it go so that it hits the adventurer. Like that. Yep. But now if I hit it, it's not responsive to anything anymore, no matter what I do. So what happens? Because if I don't do that, right? If I just let the adventurer walk into it by themselves, then nothing really happens. Look. Oh, we even somehow do an extra swing, but... Oh, no, that does do something. I have a feeling this is to do with the changes I made to the AI, I think. Because we're saying check if they have died. If this is true, we basically revert back up to here. Let's check something. Let's check, let's check what this is called. X motion restarted. Let's see what happens. So it does call it. It just doesn't do it. Which is somehow more interesting. So we know this is getting called. Let's take a look at it once it's actually in engine. Like once it's actually running. I can see it on my other screen. You guys can't see this, but I promise you it's there. So we can see the timeline responding, which is good. And then we kill Dave. So it is playing. Like the timeline is currently still playing. Here, look, I'll show you guys. Look, it's still playing. Even though Dave is currently over there. And the axe still looks like it's not playing. So how? The only thing I can imagine it being is that somehow we got stuck on the zero play rate. But I don't think this is it, but let's try it. Player wants to time dilate, reset. Let's try that again. So we just need the adventurer to walk into it. That's really all we need. So let's see this happen. Holy shit, Dave. You just made that. Damn. Can't believe you actually made that. Okay, he's died. Nope. What? Target is self. We say trap is enabled. I think this is the issue. I think somehow so I actually think we need to approach this piece of the functionality differently. Because right now, we're essentially saying, okay, at these intervals, at these 4 intervals, check if the trap's been disabled. But we have clear use cases for when the trap is disabled, which is never for this trap. So let's make it yellow. And let's see if it now still happens. I can almost guarantee you that it won't. That this will fix the issue. Whoa. Well, now it does a bunch of things differently. Now it never stops. Oh, goddammit, Dave. Dave is such a ninja. Come on, Dave. Get through. There we go. What? Now it just messed up a whole bunch of things. But this only changes that. Why does that have such a huge effect? Look, if I re-enable this... Come on, Dave. Fucking Dave. Alright. Oh my god. Oh my god, Dave. Oh, Jesus, okay. Yeah, see, now it's broken again. What? It does it way too quick now. What did I change? I only changed 2 things, which is actually nothing. Actually, I already removed this. The only thing I changed when I changed it back again was this. But now all of a sudden it's messing up on all kinds of places. Which is crazy. So let's just check again what happens here. So when this is triggered, when the AI, when Dave hits the trap, we set is trap enabled to false. We say adventurer has died. And we say adventurer has died in the master player, which is just for UI, nothing else. So if I go through adventurer has died, we say has died in here, for whatever reason. We set it in the blackboard. We set the animation state. We say stop active movement. But then somehow we're triggering this function early. Which can't be, because we're not. Animation, oh Jesus, death animation timing, which is 1.8. If I go into the function for this, we say set idle state, we set the value, we set the location, we set whatever they need to run from again, and then we say has respawned, which is happening in here. And then we say trap enabled again, and we say restart the axe swinging motion. That all seems right. There's nothing wrong with that. The only thing I could do is just say here, stop the axe swinging motion, and then just remove it from here. Yeah, that's the only thing I think of doing that could solve this issue. This all of a sudden completely new issue that I had no idea existed. Oh my god, Dave, you fucking bastard. This guy's just like dodging axes left, right, and center. What? This makes completely zero sense. Let's also add a little bit of a delay on this one at 1.1, just so that Dave can't dodge it anymore. What is... Alright, Dave, come on in. So it stops. Yeah, that's not 1.8 seconds. There's no way that's 1.8 seconds. Because we're barely on the ground. No, I guess that does make sense. This should not be dependent on this. Oh, hang on. Let me just do that again. And then just select it. And there we go. Perfect. Much easier way to move it using the Blueprint Assist plugin. And we know that this stuff happens. We know that this guy happens. And we know that we're saying play instead of play from start, because if we do play from start, it all of a sudden jerks to the wrong location, which we don't want. Yeah. Player wants time dilate. Reset. Go on, Dave. Go get it. Go get that axe. You've got this, buddy. Yeah, I don't know why we're already switching animation state so quickly. Oh, actually I do know, but which is in this oops, wrong one. In this function here. We just need to take this. Actually take the whole thing. We can even do one after that. There we go. And then for the rest of this, we just replace these little comment boxes, just like that. Perfect. Alright. There we go. So now we're actually setting the animation state at the right place. So that's resolved. But then I'm still confused because this should reset it, which happens here. Yeah. I have no idea. This is strange. So this should now restart, but it's not. Why not? What is going wrong with it? This is trap 4, I need trap 1. Or trap 2? Trap 1? Let's put this here. Trigger. And it does, but it's saying is trap enabled is set to false. Okay, hang on. Let's try that one more time. I want to see this happen in real time. Alright, go on, Dave. Make the ultimate sacrifice. There you go. Yeah, adventure has respawned, which is really strange. Out of this one, which is inside of this blueprint. Maybe I need to adventurer has respawned. Hang on. Event adventurer has respawned. There we go. This way I've got the parent functionality in it as well. If this fixes it, I would find it very weird, but it's possible. Absolutely possible. I can't see chat at the moment, so I'm sorry if you're typing something and I haven't seen it yet. I will respond in just a moment. Alright, here we go. Nope. Never gets called. Okay, that is interesting. Let's delete that. Let's put that back here. Okay, so this is not being called because adventure has respawned. Which isn't being caused because because we know this part's happening, right? At least I'm assuming so. Yeah. So we know this is happening. Can we check if it's valid? Not valid. Because if it's not valid, then obviously if we can't find the trap that we're talking about, then that's fine. But it's not complaining about that either, so it is valid. So if that's not it, and we are actually calling this, then how come it's not showing up? Can we breakpoint it? Come on. Come on. No, for some reason it doesn't get triggered. And this likely has something to do with child-parent relationships. And it has the right parent class. The only thing I can imagine, but this would be strange. I put a hello in the master blueprint, in the parent blueprint. What happens? If that prints, it means it's just not calling to the right, to the specific instance of the trap. Yeah. Okay. I thought this would propagate, but it doesn't. I'm not sure why this worked previously then. Like, that's my question at that point, but but if this trap exists through the master trap and vice versa, then whenever I call the event, it should just propagate down to its children. But could I communicate this differently, perhaps? I could probably do this differently, I reckon. But how? Yeah, I don't really want to make this more complicated, though. How would we do this? How do we solve this event not getting called at the moment? Yeah, how do we do this? That is a good question. I actually don't know. Yeah, because we have the parent class set, so that works. And what else could we even do here? Not much, to be honest. There's really not much we could do here to make this much different. And the thing is, this should just work, because I'm doing this in many other places and it works just fine. So what I'm just going to do is just refresh it. The amount of times that I've had bugs fixed just by refreshing a node is way too much to count. It's painful to count. Oh, Christ. I don't think this will work, but I'm hoping it does. And hope is always a great strategy for when you're trying to fix bugs. We all know this. Alright, here we go. Nope. Hoping was a terrible strategy. Why did I do that? Okay. Then the only other thing I can imagine, this is a bit of a ball ache, but yeah, why not? I could specifically say, right, when this happens, if I move this back a little, I could go into the game mode. And then I could go into a new event graph called trap interactions. I could grab. I can make a custom event called trap that killed the adventurer. I could give this ref trap, and I can give this a master traps object reference, which means any child of it will also work. I could then do a for each loop. I could plug traps in level array into that, and I could basically say, alright, check if the array element is equal to, whoops, is equal to this guy. Perfect. Good luck, sneeze. Very good. I could check. Jesus Christ. I did not expect that sneeze to come just like that. Christ. I feel like my eyeballs flew out for a second. Alright, so with that in mind, thanks, Chagu. I appreciate that. So I could check if the reference trap, if it is equal to any of the traps in the array, and if it is, I could say I could yeah, I could promote this to a variable. Oopsie, promote to variable called trap that killed the adventurer. Oh fuck, I can't do that because it's the event name. Trap to reset. There we go. Let's move this back here. Oh, now it's a bit confused. Hang on. There we go. And then in here we need to say trap that killed the adventurer. We need to get a reference to self, and we basically want to say, alright, place this in between here. Then once we've done that, we can go back to our AI main character, and instead of doing this, we can just say get trap to reset, and if we try to reset, we can say adventurer has respawned. That way we're always calling back to the right trap. Yeah, I think. I have no idea. I think this is how it works. Come on, Dave. Be kind to us. Show us that it works. Oh. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Blueprint Overlord. It works. Fucking excellent. Bam. Yeah, it works. Excellent. Perfect. What else? What more could we want? It's fixed. That's how you fix shit, by just changing functionality. One thing I do want to do is just for the debug type, I want to make this just for duration, and the duration is 30 seconds. We don't need much more than that. Same goes for the specific player character, which is for duration, which is 3. Same goes here for duration, and it's 3. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so all of that works. Find which trap killed the AI. There we go. Perfect. So this all works now, which is great. And this is fine as well. Okay, so that puts us back at our original issue, which was to create a challenging layout for the player. Now, I might be going a little bit intense here right away, but let's find out, shall we? I still think there's... Oh, oops. Oh, yeah, that's right. I still think there's some stuff we need to do in terms of the moving platform, but we'll get to that in a second. Alright, there we go. Oop. There we go, perfect. Alright. Oh, shit, I fell down. Yeah, that's something I need to fix. Okay, there you go, Dave. Oh no, Dave, stop hesitating. There we go. That worked. That worked. Excellently. The only thing is that obviously I tainted the results a little bit by falling down. I just don't think I want players to be able to do that at all. Like, I don't want players at all to fall down, to be honest. But I don't quite know how to do that. Well, I do know how to do that, but I don't think... To block other actors, yeah. I hope this doesn't block ray trace, not ray trace, line traces. So let's find out if it does. So obviously we get blocked by that, that's okay. Hang on. Okay, it does not block ray traces. Good. That means that we could actually put this here. To keep it easy, yeah, to keep it easy, we probably wanna, we definitely want to make it like right and nice and flush with the floor like that. And we don't want to make it as high. That's way too high. We should make this 20 high. And then the X probably 5K. There we go. 5K is way too much. Let's make it 3. There we go. So in theory, yeah, there we go. So we can no longer fall down, which is kind of cool. Yeah, for now this is fine, I think. I think we want to handle some of the specific cases, probably. Why it's because 340, 330, 320. Jesus, 250. There we go. 280. Is that enough? Yeah, that's fine. So So actually, instead of doing this, where it's just like one blanket approach, let's try and do this differently by putting 100 in the Y, in the Z. On the Y only 20, and then the X stays the same for now. Like that, because we can't jump anyway in this game, so we don't have to account for that scenario. So instead we just do 500, which means I can place this here. This requires a little bit of setup, that is true. But it's okay. Because we want to get the cleanest results possible, right? We want to make sure that players don't accidentally walk down the map. I do think it's important, but that is something that you only learn with doing this a lot of times. It's important to put these blocking volumes just off the edge, because you want players to stop walking off the edge. You don't want them to stop right before the edge, because it's going to get very frustrating because they can't see the blocker. So you don't want to do that, basically. You want to make sure that you're always putting this a little bit off the edge so that yeah, players get stopped at the edge rather than before the edge. So just a little heads up. What was it, 280? Yeah. There we go, we can place this nicely here. Also here again, you know, you want players to not be entirely blocked, so, you know, you give them a little bit of space. Like that. Kind of like that. There we go, perfect. And again, you're prototyping, so it does need to be pixel perfect for now. But you definitely don't want to leave too much space either, because then you're just calling for issues basically to happen. Alright, let's put this here. Let's reduce this to 150. There we go. Same goes here. And then the same needs to go here. But then for much more. 1500. It's too much. 1000. There we go. There we go. Perfect. So now we can just do a quick collision check. We can just check where... Yep, it also takes care of some of the rough edges there. So we can no longer fall off, which is great. We can still stop stuff. But we no longer have to worry about the player accidentally getting down where they shouldn't be. So how we're visually going to represent this is a separate question and something that we'll think about at a later time. We don't need to think about that right now. Okay, perfect. So that's arranged. Very good. Which means we can actually test the setup that we have now, right? The puzzle that we have now, which is to manage your own position and the position of, and the amount of slowdown and speed up juice you have. Oh, that was a bit stupid of me. I also noticed that this is still a little too close, so I want to have that a little further out. But I'll fix that in a second. There we go. There we go. Perfect timing. Come on, Dave. There we go. Perfect. Oh, no. Oh, nice. Oh, we actually made that. Holy shit. Okay. So, I actually don't think that was bad at all. I think this is something that a new player will struggle with initially. Quite heavily, perhaps. Mainly because it's a little intense right at the start. We probably want to reduce the intensity there. That's probably what we want to do. I'm also just adding a little room here. reduce the value on the X to 450 probably. Even less, 400. There we go. That just doesn't work. Looks like I want to move this one out a little bit. There we go. Now that works. And then this one we want to put a little further out and reduce a little bit on the X to like 550. And this one move a little back as well. Okay, same goes for this one. Move it in a little. There we go. And then this one as well, a little bit on the Y. We can slightly reduce it to 250. There we go. We can actually remove this one now because we now have just natural geometry there. I say natural geometry, it's, you know, it's natural-ish. Oh shit, no, didn't mean to delete that. Whoopsie. There we go. Perfect. And this one can get deleted as well. And we can instead just copy this one over, this new one. And move it a little further off the edge. Perfect. And then we move this one here. Perfect. And then this one can move in a little bit. And so can this one. Perfect. Okay. Same for this last little bit here. There we go. And just like that, we're creating a player-safe environment where we are further enforcing the playstyle that we want to achieve, which is totally okay. It's totally okay to just, like, again, visually, we'll make this work at some point, but just for a prototype, and this is something your prototype player tester should be aware of, that it is just a prototype. So visually, things are just not going to be there, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You're here to test if it's fun or not. There we go. So that was an easy test. And here we just want to make sure that... There we go. There we go. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, nice. Nice. Very good. That was cool. So we've got 6 minutes left until I'm gonna call the stream. So actually, what we'll call the stream here. I think that's best because we've done a shit ton of stuff. We have fixed a bunch of bugs, which is always good progress, and it doesn't always feel like it because it's obviously you're trying to bring functionality back from not working into working, and so it's like, oh, this was working when I started, and now it's working again. So it feels like, you know, you're at the same level, but there's a huge amount of effort here that went between these 2 points. So always cut yourself some slack there. Bug fixing is very, very helpful and definitely good progress. So keep at it. And then additionally, we've added a bit of puzzle to our little level here, which is really nice. We're gonna finish the last bit of puzzle in the next stream, which will likely be somewhere in the weekend, probably. Actually, I need to change it to this screen. There we go. We'll likely finish that in the next stream, and then I'm hoping some of the stuff we can do is we can add some particle effects here and there, just a tiny bit of juice to further enforce the core loop, and just kind of give players a good feel for what this is. And I'm also hoping to finish up the moving platform trap, add a little bit of extra. You're very welcome, Jago. I always enjoy streaming, so I'm always happy to be here. Thanks everyone for watching. You're all amazing. And I hope to see you all in the next stream. Alright, thanks everyone. Bye-bye.